Cameron, what time does court start? What time did you get here?
I
Excuse me,
just got
Judge.
here.
He called. He's on the docket next Friday,
Oh,
and
it
he
was
explained
today.
that he was leaving the country, and I told him to come.
Got it. Okay, thanks, Ramona.
You're
So,
welcome, Judge.
Mr. Cameron, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Officers initiated a traffic stop after observing the defendant failing to maintain a single lane and swerving between lanes without signaling. Upon the traffic stop, officers observed slurred speech and glassy bloodshot eyes. The defendant on his own immediately stated, "You're going to make me walk the line, aren't you?" The defendant admitted to drinking a glass of wine and taking a Valium. SFSTs were conducted, 6 out of 6 HGN, 5 out of 8 walk and turn, 3 out of 4 one-leg stand. DIC was read and defendant consented to blood draw.
Look to see if he has any prior DWIs, please. Valid Texas driver license. Mr. Cameron, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm finding that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. You will not get more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Are you going to allow me to speak
What did you want to say?
in my defense?
I don't want you to talk about the case now. I've got a bunch of DAs here, and everything that you say, they can use it against you.
Absolutely.
Now it's
And
not.
I have nothing to hide, sir. I'm leaving the country. I have to leave the country to teach Bible and English in Ukraine on Monday. I've been planning this for months.
I'm not putting a travel restriction on you. I'm just ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs.
I haven't. I had 2 lens replacements that week, sir.
From now on, while this case is open, you are not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication.
I don't anyway.
Well, then it shouldn't be a problem. But you're going to be randomly tested. How long are you planning on being out of town?
7 months until May,
This is going to be an issue. When are you leaving?
Monday.
You need to hire a lawyer. You need to talk to a lawyer about this so we can work something out. But you now have an open criminal case. You can't take off for just 7 months. It's not going. It can't happen. It's going to be an issue.
Half of the things that officer said was a lie.
That's why we have trials.
Okay.
You know, that's why I get it. There's always 2 sides to a story. I understand. The evidence will point to whose side is correct. I don't know. I wasn't
May I
there.
ask you a question, sir?
Sure.
When does the blood work come in?
It takes a couple months. You have to understand that we live in a city of around 3 million people. On average, I probably have around a couple hundred DWIs that I'm working every week. In those, nearly every one of those is a blood test. So they are just overwhelmed with the amount of blood tests that they're working at any given time. So basically you get in line and then it just, when it's
Sir,
your
I had-
turn, that's when they do
I
it.
had 4 ounces of wine.
Let's not talk, please. Everything you say, they're going to sit there and they're going to type it
Absolutely,
against
I'm
you.
ready.
Don't. Now's not the time. You need a lawyer to represent you. What
I will be my own lawyer, sir.
Would you perform open heart surgery on yourself?
Uh,
And let me tell you this.
I have nothing to hide.
Let me tell you this. If you're going to represent yourself, I'm going to require your presence here every month to go through discovery. Whereas if you have a lawyer, I waive appearances, right? Just, you can't represent yourself and be gone for 7 months. It don't work like that. So if you hire a lawyer, I will waive your appearance.
I can do this by remote.
You can't. Your lawyer can't. If you represent yourself, I require your appearance
All
here.
right, sir. You're talking about a public defender? If one is appointed for me?
You have to qualify. I don't give out public defenders like it's candy on Halloween. You have to qualify. If you have an income and you meet the federal poverty guideline, then we will appoint you a lawyer. But if you don't qualify, then you have to go hire a lawyer. But once you do hire a lawyer, I waive appearances so you don't have to waste your time coming to court. And then at that point, we usually your case will be put off around 4 months, give or take. And then when the evidence comes in, that's when we start working the case. But you have to understand that we randomly call people to take a drug and alcohol test. And if you don't show up, we issue warrants. So that could be an issue. So that's why you need a lawyer to represent you.
Can I say something about the Valium?
No, what you say now will do nothing as to whether there's probable cause, whether it's going to get dismissed, whether this or that. It has nothing to do with, and you're only hurting yourself. Nothing you can say right now will make it to where the case gets dismissed, whether it just doesn't.
Okay, Judge.
I'm doing that to help you, believe it or not. You know,
Yes, sir.
we have a lot of people that come in here and they just want to run gun, just let's go now. Unfortunately, the law works at a snail's pace. And I know that it infuriates about 90% of the people, but that's just the way it goes.
And you're
I
right.
didn't invent it. I just try to
All right, sir.
micromanage.
In regard to the defendant's license, we see that he appears to have an out-of-state California license that is suspended in the case, except in the case of employment. So it appears to be an out-of-state occupational license.
License, I'm going to bar you from driving as well, sir. You know? And I'm going to tell you now, if you have an occupational license in California, you've now picked up a DWI. Once they get wind of that, it's very possible they revoke that license as well. If he has an occupational license, it's got to be because of a DWI. Why else?
Can I
Just don't
speak?
say, no, don't. It's going downhill real quick. Don't. Now's not the time. You need a lawyer. When do you leave on Monday?
7 a.m. from McAllen.
Oh, to McAllen.
No, from McAllen to Warsaw. Train to Kiev.
What I would do is get on it quick today to see about hiring a lawyer.
Okay.
And then they can appear on your behalf on Monday and we can work through the logistics. Don't just take off, because I'm telling you, if you just take off, I'm going to issue a warrant. And the next time you ever try to get on a plane, they're going to arrest you and it's going to be, you'll sit in custody for months. It is a potential incredibly big headache.
So what does the lawyer need to do on Monday?
You need to have a lawyer. The lawyer needs to come, file paperwork to represent you. And then we can talk about how to work the logistics with the case.
And we got to do that before 7 a.m. when the plane takes off?
Well, no. I mean, we don't start court here till 9 o'clock. So, hopefully if you hire a lawyer this weekend, they can try to get a hold of us through email, and perhaps we can work on it through the weekend, but
Okay.
you got to get on it
I'll
quick,
get on it.
because lawyers don't work on the weekends and it's already Friday. And I can tell you, not many lawyers work very hard on Friday.
One more question, please.
Sure.
Even if it's used against me, can I explain the California license revoked?
Don't.
All right.
Just really, I know that you want to, it's just now's not the time. What we do is we usually give around 30-day resets for people to hire a lawyer, but I'm advising you to do it,
Okay.
Tell
me where to go right now.
Okay. So you're showing he has a suspended license for sure, right?
That's what it shows on our end, Your Honor. Suspended except for that employment
Okay,
exception.
I'm going to have you sign this affidavit promising us you're not going to drive. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. You sign the reset with Victoria. We'll have you meet with Fleischer for your bond conditions that you're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. Understand, I don't care where you are. I know that you're going to Poland or wherever. You can't consume alcohol.
And you don't want me to drive from now?
Well, you have to follow the law. If you don't have a license, you're not allowed to drive.
Okay. All right, sir. All right, sir. All right.
Judge, were you saying to put it on Monday?
Well, he's gone Monday.
Okay, so.
I would just say a 30-day reset and then just, have a lawyer as quick as you can. Theoretically, you don't have to. You could be out of town and still get with the lawyer and the lawyer can come. We just need to know before the next setting.
Yes, sir.
Because if you're not here or it's someone here on your behalf by the next setting and you don't appear,
Yes.
People don't appear, we revoke bonds.
Yes, sir.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a teacher.
How much money do you make a month?
I would say that
Be honest.
I just started with Tomball ISD, so I have barely worked a month, maybe 800.
How do you support yourself?
I have been working. I'm a retired teacher out of California, and so I have retirement. But I'm trying to come on to Tomball to add to my retirement.
So you earn a monthly stipend as
Yes,
a
sir.
part of your retirement.
Yes, sir.
And how much money do you make from that a month?
About plus Social Security,
All in all
about 5,000 a month, plus the 800 that I just made.
see your prior DWI.
I didn't see anything when I ran this criminal history, Judge. I can try again if you'd like, but nothing is showing up.
How many people are in your household? Who do you live with?
I'm living currently with my sister.
You're not married. You don't have children.
I am going through a divorce. My wife and son are in California.
So let's do this. I'll have you come sign this. I'll have you sign the reset. I'll get you with Fleischer for your bond conditions. We'll set you off a month. Just be careful out there.
All right, sir. All right, sir.
Judge, we're keeping the randoms first.
Yes. James.
Yes, Judge, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Judge, I'm approaching on Munya Rabuga.
Okay.
I was just trying to get one last reset. There's a motion to adjudicate, I think, that's being worked on in felony court, and he has a new felony pending as well.
Judge, that's the one on page 28.
What's going on with Munyarabuga?
Sorry, Judge.
Munyarabuga.
Yes, Judge. He's got a new felony pending, and I don't think the
What do you mean
misdemeanor needs to go.
How did he picked up a new case for real?
It looks like a new one was filed, Judge. The offense date is April 4th, but the filing date is November 1st.
So it's not a new case.
Well,
I mean,
yes,
it's
Judge,
new, but
New
it's,
to us, Judge.
my gosh.
Yes, Judge. And I was just going to see if I could get one last reset. I think that it'll probably be dismissed to be used in felony punishment at some point, because he also has he's on deferred. And so I think at some point the motion to adjudicate is going to have to be resolved.
Judge, I have not had that advisement from felony myself, but I'll follow up with them and see if that's what they want us to do.
Yeah, I'm not setting it off to January, James. I mean, the case is like,
It's not, I don't think it's that old, actually.
yeah, I mean,
Let me
it's not
see.
too terribly old. How long do you want?
Can we get to after the felony date on January 23rd? Or is that too far out, Judge?
Yeah, it's too far out. Let's just do 30 for now, and then we'll come back and see where we're at.
Okay, so do you want to do middle of December, Judge?
December 17th through the
Yeah.
15th?
Yeah, we can do December 17th. And just to be clear, Judge, I wasn't saying that the state was agreeing to dismiss it. I just have a feeling
Yeah.
that
There's
the
no,
felonies-
he's not, right.
No, I know, I got it, James.
It's just
right.
full.
Yes.
Okay.
We
Thank you,
love
Judge.
working with James.
Hey, did you get an email from the other people?
I haven't received one yet.
No,
I
okay.
emailed them, I CC'd,
What's the problem?
This moment shifts from criminal court to immigration consequences, and that's where things get terrifying. A single night in jail can trigger an ICE detainer that lasts months. This isn't a threat. It's a legal reality many defendants don't understand until it's too late. Do you think judges should explain these consequences, or should defendants already know the risks?
We'll take care of this.
What we normally do when people are out of town, we have them tested at Quest Diagnostics. You going to Warsaw for 7 months, it's going to be a humongous problem. I don't know how we're going to do this. That's why you need a lawyer so we can figure out the logistics, because I'm not going to take your word for it that you're not going to go over there and not drink. That's why it's a problem. But if you're not going to sign for the conditions, I'm going to revoke your bond, you know?
So you're advising me to go ahead and sign and the lawyer will.
Well, every person that picks up a DWI, we do the same exact thing. We order the same conditions.
Okay. Okay.
Serenity now.
He's not getting a hired attorney, correct? Or sorry, he's getting a hired attorney on his own behalf, right?
He's going, right.
No, I'm getting a public defender.
You make $5,800 a month, sir. That doesn't, you
Okay.
have an income of $5,800 a month. That's not federal poverty guidelines. Sorry, but
Okay, sir.
I have to follow the law.
All right.
Are you Jose Vasquez?
Yes.
Mr. Vasquez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On November 9th,
El 9 de noviembre del
2024,
2024,
the officer was
los
dispatched
oficiales fueron
in reference
despachados
to a major crash.
a un choque.
Upon arrival,
Al
the
llegar,
officer observed the
los oficiales
defendant
observaron al
being
acusado,
treated by
que
Houston
estaban
Fire
tratando
Department,
el departamento de
and
bomberos de
upon
Houston,
contact with the wheel
tuvieron
witness,
contacto
the
con
wheel
el
witness
testigo,
advised that the defendant
que el
was
acusado
driving
estaba manejando
westbound
hacia el
when he struck
oeste
the median
cuando le pegó
at
al
the
pabellón
intersection.
de la intersección.
The wheel witness observed the
El
defendant
testigo
then
observó
crash into a
que el
street
acusado
sign,
se chocó contra
exit the
una
vehicle from the
señal,
driver's
salió
seat,
del vehículo por la parte
and the
de
wheel witness saw that the
del
defendant was the sole
conductor
occupant.
y vieron que él era el
Upon
único.
contact with the
Cuando
defendant,
tuvieron contacto
the
con el
officer observed
acusado,
him with
los oficiales
bloodshot,
observaron
glossy
los ojos
eyes,
rojizos,
improper balance,
falta de
and slurred
equilibrio,
speech.
y él habla afectado.
Standard field sobriety tests
Hicieron
were
las pruebas,
attempted.
se trataron,
HGN was unable
hicieron
to be
el
completed.
HN, no se pudo completar.
Walk and turn,
Caminaron
5 out of
mundial,
8,
5 de
1 leg
8,
stand,
una
1 and a
pierna,
4.
1 de
The
4.
DIC was read,
Hicieron los
and the defendant
derechos,
consented to
y el
breath,
acusado dio el
but was
permiso para
unable
ver
to
el
follow
aliento,
instructions.
pero no pudo seguir las
Search warrant was
instrucciones.
then signed and
Hicieron
executed.
entonces la orden de registro.
Any prior DWIs?
No, Your Honor.
No.
Okay, and I forgot to ask you, on the gentleman before us, were there any prior DWIs? Did you run an NCIC?
Gentleman before, let me see, Your Honor, I have it still pulled up. No, Your Honor.
Vasquez Ramos, I'm going to find that, I'm sorry, Mr. Vasquez Ladrillos, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. What is your immigration status? Are you a citizen of the United States?
No.
What happens if you go to jail?
Ya no voy a volver a hacer. It's just, I'm not gonna do that again.
I want you to tell me what happens if you go to jail. I want you to think, and I want you to tell me what happens if you go to jail.
¿Qué sucede si usted va a la cárcel?
Es que no puedes, que tengo mi mamá enferma.
It's just that I can because my mother is sick.
I'm going to ask you again, are you in this country with or without permission?
Ahí con o sin permiso. Without permission.
What happens if you go to jail?
Entonces, si usted va a la cárcel.
Ya no voy a volver a tomar.
I'm not gonna drink again.
I'm trying to get you to put 2 and 2 together. Mr. Vasquez, you're not in this country with permission.
En este
If
país.
you go to jail and immigration finds you, they're going to put an immigration detainer on you and you will be stuck in custody for the next 6 to 9 months.
De 6 a 9.
That is what what you have waiting if you go to jail. They sweep the jail every 4 to 6 hours, and if they find you, you will be in there for a very long time. I'm putting conditions on your bond now. If you violate these conditions, I will put you in jail. You were lucky enough to get out one time. You may not be lucky the next time.
Tenga la suerte la próxima vez.
Do you
¿Lo
understand?
entiende?
Sí,
Yes.
You don't have a Texas driver license, do you?
Es verdad.
no,
No.
Then you're not allowed to
No
drive.
se le permite.
And I'm making that a condition of your bond.
Viendo eso como confianza.
This is an affidavit, which is a promise that you're going to make to me today that you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. If there's a burning building and 50 kittens need to be saved, you drive,
Año 5 que usted maneja,
you will be with me.
sí, estará conmigo.
I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I will randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, likewise, you will go to jail. The reason you got out of jail so quick is we gave you a free bond. It's not going to happen again.
Bueno,
So if you spend any more than 4 to 6 hours in there,
pasa más.
get ready for a detainer.
Prepárese para que lo tenga.
You understand?
¿Entiende?
I will have you come up here, swear test that you're not going to drive. I'll get you to Victoria where you will sign a reset. You will get with Felicia for your bond conditions, and then we will get you out of here to hire lawyers.
Y entonces usted sale de aquí.
Heed this warning because you will not get another one. Follow these conditions.
Estas condiciones, yes, sir.
Okay, please.
That's the last batch. All right, Judge, next is page 7.
Thank you.
Perez. Michael,
Did you say Perez?
Perez,
First.
first, okay, come
Right,
on.
right, right.
You, Michael Todd First.
Sure.
Mr. First, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. And you're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant. So on the DWI, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. On your other case, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On November 7th, 2024, the officer responded to an HEB in Harris County, Texas, in response to a public intoxication call. Upon contact with the defendant, who matched the description given over dispatch, the officer observed the defendant to have bloodshot, glossy eyes, slurred speech, and a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, and the defendant was extremely unsteady on his feet. The defendant failed to comply, having unprovoked aggression and irritability towards the officers, and refused to answer any and all questions regarding his medical history and whether the defendant had consumed any alcoholic beverage. Through surveillance footage, the officers observed the defendant drive to the store and was the sole occupant of his motor vehicle, and the witness advised the defendant entered the store appearing to be heavily intoxicated. Due to the defendant's level of intoxication, standard field sobriety tests were unable to be performed. The DIC was read, but the defendant refused. A search warrant was signed and executed despite the defendant's attempt to interfere with the execution of the blood warrant. He resisted the officers and the hospital staff and impeded the phlebotomist from complying with the warrant.
Just telling me that he interfered. DWI okay with the interference? You got to give me more than conclusory statements.
So 3 officers, Judge, had to restrain the defendant before the phlebotomist was able to take two vials
Better.
of blood.
Okay.
He disrupted the timeline of the execution. He impeded the phlebotomist from complying with the warrant. He interfered with the peace officer while the peace officer was performing his duty. So, Judge, it just seems like he was actively resisting the whole time.
Strap him to a gurney, does it say? Do you know?
I'm gonna pull up the OR, Judge.
It's not necessary.
Furthermore, it also says that while in the hospital for approximately 5 minutes, the defendant repeatedly pulled away his arm from the phlebotomist and the officers while the phlebotomist was drawing blood.
Okay. All right, Mr. First, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on both of your cases. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or any illegal drugs, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you have a Texas driver license? Can you run his license, please? And then how many prior DWIs do we have here? Do you have liability insurance in your name?
Currently, yes, sir. But I would.
I don't want to talk about the case at all. I'm just trying to determine whether we should allow you to drive or not.
Well, I have something to say on that. It would be fine with me if you ordered me not to drive. I don't need to drive. I don't have a job.
But I don't know how that'll impact your life. I am going to say this, though. I am ordering you now not to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an ignition interlock on it. So I'm putting a restriction on your license that if you want to drive a vehicle, you're not allowed to unless it has an ignition interlock. Understand, if you drive a vehicle, it doesn't have one, you're in violation of the conditions and we're going to put you in jail. You understand?
Yes.
Mr. First, if you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, you better take care of it, because if you don't, I'm going to do it for you. And I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And Your Honor, his license is eligible and he only has one prior DWI from 2023 out of Montgomery.
On probation right now?
No, it was a 3-day jail sentence.
Okay. All right. So tell me, what do you do in life? Do you work?
I don't work right now. I'm in the process of filing for disability. I tore up my knee right before Christmas the last year, and it was really bad, and I'm still suffering with it today.
How do you support yourself?
My wife.
So you're married?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll do this. I'll give you an application. Let me see if I have one on file already. I need you to fill out an application for me for an appointed lawyer.
Yes.
So Deputy Reeves will give you an application. I'm going to have you sign a big reset with Victoria. You'll meet with Felicia for your bond conditions, and then we'll just have you take a seat in the jury box while we get all your conditions ready and then find your lawyer.
Fair
Okay,
enough,
sir?
Your Honor.
Okay, please.
All right, Judge, next is page 10 and 11.
Can you check the waiting
Do you
room?
have, are we waiting on a translator, Vic? Do
Judge, I believe he's in the waiting room.
you know what the name is?
Hip win.
Come on, man. Are you gonna pay this? Yeah, that's it. Great. Here, you can take this. Okay, thanks. Good job, ladies. Hi, Ramona.
Hi, Judge.
Judge, on that.
Dick, I get. Just tell me.
This moment shifts from criminal court to immigration consequences, and that's where things get terrifying. A single night in jail can trigger an ICE detainer that lasts months. This isn't a threat. It's a legal reality many defendants don't understand until it's too late. Do you think judges should explain these consequences, or should defendants already know the risks?
Oh.
I didn't know if you want her to wait or call back. I just thought I would.
Do you know, is there a chance that we get this person or no?
So there's a 2-hour slot, so she's going to fill.
Okay. Ma'am, we're still, or Mr. Nguyen, we're waiting on the person to arrive from the jail, so we'll know within the next hour when we get them, and then I'll just give you a heads up, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Deputy, do me a favor, will you? On the sound bar, there's a button to turn it on right at the end. If you just hit it one time. Mr. Nguyen?
Yes, Your Honor.
There we go. Okay. So just hang
Right.
tight with me. Hopefully we'll know within the next hour, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'd like to wait for his lawyer to get here. So, Mr. Mancias, for now, I'm going to just have you take us in the juror box while we wait for your lawyer to get here, and then we'll talk about how we go forward with you.
Yes, sir.
Needless to say, this case is 200 days old, and it's time to put this baby to bed.
Yes, sir.
Take a seat for me.
All right, Judge, next is page 12. Nava, come on up.
Tomas Nava.
Sir.
Mr. Nava, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On November 8th, 2024, the officer was dispatched in regard to a two-vehicle collision. Upon arrival, the officer observed the defendant's motor vehicle in an 18-wheeler, and upon contact with the witness, the driver of the 18-wheeler, the witness advised the defendant was driving at the time of the collision. Upon contact with the defendant admitted to crashing his motor vehicle into the rear end of the 18-wheeler. The officer observed the defendant with red glassy eyes, slurred speech, and a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage. The officer further observed poor balance, and the defendant was swaying from side to side and was looking to the concrete barrier for support. The defendant admitted to drinking, and standard field sobriety tests were refused. The DIC was read, but the defendant refused. Blood search warrant was signed and executed.
I need you to do me a favor, please.
Yes, Judge.
Does he have any DWIs that are out of county? Can you run a full NCIC on Mr. Nava?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Nava, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more bond. No more PR bonds. No more free bonds. I will do everything in my power to protect the county. As far as I know, this is your third here in Harris County. I don't want you to drive. I'm ordering you not to drive. Do you understand? You will be, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you drive, I'm going to have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you get into a car and drive. And I don't care what your excuse is. You cannot justify getting into a car for any reason.
There are no out-of-county DWIs.
I'm also going to order you to not drive any vehicle that doesn't have a guardian interlock on it. If you're caught driving any vehicle into jail, you'll go, and I'm going to deem you a public danger, and I'm going to make your bond so high you'll have teeth popping out. I'm going to order you to obtain a handheld scram device that you're going to take with you, so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Judge, you said spring or?
He can get the portable. Yeah, today. I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I'm going to get you to Victoria. We're going to have you sign a reset. You'll get with Felicia for your bond conditions.
Yes, I got a lawyer, for the
Okay,
next.
just don't consume alcohol for any reason. I don't care what your excuse is, and above all else, don't drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Agree?
Good morning, sir.
Your lawyers asked for me to set you a bond. You were wanted out of state for another charge. I don't know you. I've never met you before, and I have to get to know you in a very short amount of time. I know that you're going to tell me it's little bunnies jumping in the woods, but really, I don't know you. My only concern are two. Number one, and most importantly, public safety. Number two, if we give you a bond, are you going to go to the jurisdiction that you're wanted from? So Amy, tell us about Mr. Zegri.
Yes, Judge. He's wanted from Ottawa County, Ohio for grand theft. The amount for the grand theft has to be greater than $7,500, less than $150,000.
Wow, that's a big.
Yes. And as the court knows, he is currently on deferred for that state jail theft. On that state jail theft, he did have a prior bond.
I know, I saw it.
Prior bond forfeiture.
Yep.
Day and I are requesting no bond on this case.
Continue to get PR bonds. It's like catch and release. Is that what we're doing?
No, sir.
He has also other criminal history from Pennsylvania and Ohio for bad checks and thefts. I believe in He was previously arrested as a fugitive from justice in August of 2022. He's had bad check and thefts in 2013, 2014, 2022, and 2023.
Okay, so how many thefts are we talking here in total? I mean, that's at least 6.
I'd have to count, to be honest, Judge Fleischer.
When does it stop?
It stopped when I was extradited here and put on probation in Harris County. And I've made all my restitution payments in which I'm current. And I've been doing so since July of 2022, sir. And I have a full-time job. I make now $2,000 a week.
Is this a new case from Ohio or is this an older case? What do you see?
This one was issued from October 18th of 2023.
Okay, so it is older. Well, but this, so you said what day?
October 18th.
Okay, so he gets on deferred in July, and then this case is in October. So 1 month later, he picks up a new case.
No, sir. The actual case was from January. I was extradited. I posted bond there and I was extradited to Harris County directly out of Ottawa to here. And that's what I've been on probation here for. This is not a new case, sir, at all.
I will say it was the warrant that was issued, so.
Yes,
not the case, but,
and from what he had said, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, you can finish. Right.
Sorry, from what he has said, he's not been able to leave Harris County to go to Iowa due to his probation conditions to take care of this case. So that's pretty much why he's here now.
So I missed it. I zoned out. Say it again.
Sorry, Judge.
No, it's my fault.
From what I'm being told, Mr. Zikri was not able to go to Ohio because of probation conditions to take care of the warrant. So that's why he's in this condition today.
I gotta imagine that if he asks his probation officer, hey man, I gotta go take care of this warrant, and they go ask the judge, then perhaps that they would give him. But, my main concern, Ms. Oko, is that, if I send him a bond, whose money is he going to be paying it from?
Judge, he does have a full-time job.
We've got a ton of theft cases. So who else's money is it?
Judge Fletcher, I also forgot to mention, he does have open warrants as well that are also.
Somewhere else.
Also in Ohio, yes, I forgot to mention that.
It's all on the same case. There's 2 warrants. There's 3 cases pending, a misdemeanor and 2 theft cases. Yes, sir.
Sorry, dude.
Okay.
It's time to pay the piper, man. I can't, my main
I
concern.
have not been running, so that you know, I've been reporting to probation. If you look at my Harris County, I've been reporting to probation, making $1,000 monthly payment on that and working full time. So I have not been running or absconding in any which way.
And I think our main concern is we always want people made whole, because
That's what I've been trying to do, Your Honor. Honestly, like if you look at my probation record.
Really, it's okay. It's neither here nor there. I don't know, Ms. Oko. I really have a concern that he doesn't have any money. Where is it going to come from? Someone else's bank account other than his,
Understood, Judge.
Tell me something, Ms. Oko.
From what he stated, he does have a full-time job. He takes care of his sister who is disabled at this time. So he's making restitution payments. So from what I'm hearing, it's as if the time has given him opportunity to do things right. Right. At the end of the day, he's not good at stealing because he keeps on getting caught. So I do think that he's doing things right now, which is why he's not getting caught, because he's not doing anything wrong from what I'm hearing.
Here's the deal. You are an inherent flight risk because you've got all those open cases in another state. So when we set you a bond, if we set you a bond, you're going to have to pony up probably 100% of it. There's no 10%, there's no 20% on these types of cases. You're going to have to pony up all that money. And we're talking probably somewhere in the neighborhood of around $6,000 to $7,000, $7,500. So, I don't know if you have that kind of money.
My company that I work for, my boss, can help me out, and my wife is here. She can help me out, and I have savings that I've worked for, that I've saved.
Like I said, Your Honor, once again, he's not a good.
I just asked, please talk to my probation officer.
I'm not going to talk to your probation.
Okay, she knows where I work. I work for, I'm
Who do you
not,
work for?
So
Which
I
company
guess,
do you work for?
I mean, I'll go, I guess, talk to the family, see if they're willing to pony up $7,500. What I
Yes.
would say is, that money should be used to get a lawyer in that other jurisdiction, because all you're doing is you're basically getting out. We give you 2 weeks to go turn yourself in, whereas we could probably have them here within the next 2 weeks to come get you and take you back there for free. And using that money to hire yourself a lawyer there, right? You're going to deplete your savings.
just have not come twice. I've been pulled over. Twice they declined to come get me, Your Honor. And I just been sitting here. That's why.
Is that
I was
right?
just in Brazoria County, ma'am.
He was just in Brazoria County because he had a conviction over there.
Yeah, I just handled that, paid $2,900 and settled that case out. Those are all my.
So has he been given a bond before?
In Harris County, Judge?
No, no. But I mean, he's saying that he was arrested on this very same thing in Brazoria County.
Yes,
Now we're here again.
they let me go. They didn't come and get me.
So it was your responsibility at that time to go up to Ohio to take these
They
things.
didn't come get, yes, they didn't just, they,
You're not understanding.
I didn't have a chance to speak to my probation officer. I just
Has
spoke.
nothing, well,
I need a jurisdiction from the judge, Your Honor. That's what I just got to go up, to go travel, to go and handle that case. Because I'm done running. I'm not running, but just constantly, every time I get pulled over, they arrest me. I sit 14 days, 20 days.
So Judge,
and then you know what? And that's a great point. If I set you a bond now, you still have the bond condition from upstairs that you're not supposed to leave. So
From where?
from upstairs.
I
You're
know,
telling me
yeah, she gave me the opportunity to go up there. After I got out of Brazoria, she
there's
told
now so many inconsistencies now. When did you get the opportunity to go up to
about a
Ohio?
week ago. I just got it because I just got out of Brazoria. They just released me out of Brazoria not even a week ago. I was in court on November the 2nd, on a Friday. If you look at my court date, I was in court on November the 2nd in Brazoria.
Judge Fleischer, Dave says he's going to be up in 5 minutes.
Let me enlighten you on one thing, Mr. Mr. Zegri, that the more open cases you have, the more of a flight risk you become, at least in my book, because when there's more blood out there at stake, you're just more of a higher risk, Dave, please.
Your Honor, on August 22nd, 2022, he was arrested for 2 charges, passing bad checks and theft by deception. He ultimately entered into a plea deal on August 25th, 2022, where he was supposed to serve 5 years of probation. However, he was also simultaneously found to be a fugitive from justice from Solon Police Department in Ohio on August 23rd, 2022. He was released on his own recognizances, but also on simultaneous deferred out of Port Clinton.
The understanding that he would go for the new charge?
I don't know, because it was shortly after that he was placed on deferred in our jurisdiction on July 11, 2023. Oh, no, it was a little bit before. Sorry, it was the other way around. He resolved the theft by check, the state jail felony here, then went there to resolve that. But because he already had an outstanding fugitive case, and the fact that he's on at least 3 concurrent deferred, and the fact that he has 2 active warrants, one of which is a probation violation, which hasn't been filed, but if it files, that it would be a pre-signed waiver, which he would have no ability to make bail or bond. And so because of those 3 reasons is that.
So how do you know there's a pre-signed waiver? Or are you speculating?
It's not guaranteed, but the fact that it's a probation violation, I mean, I can call and ask Judge if that's the.
No, it doesn't. There's just too much. You're on multiple probations. You're on a probation here. You've now got 2 other cases in 2 other jurisdictions. It's just too much. At some point, we got to say when. We can't. I mean, you got to understand it.
I've just been trying to make it right, Your Honor. I've been paying everywhere. And the same thing with Ohio, the probation. You're more than welcome because I'm making payments there.
You don't have to say anything.
Yes, sir.
The only thing is just don't pick up any more cases, man.
I've been
You
clean.
don't have a check.
I've been squeaky clean. No checking accounts, nothing. My wife does the banking. I have absolutely done nothing for 2 years trying to stay clean and make it right.
Perhaps, she's the one that should start taking over the finances.
She has.
I know if you want something, you want to get it, just don't.
No.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry, Ms. Oko.
Yes, Judge, and
Okay.
he'll be keeping his waiver at the time. He won't be revoking it.
Sounds good. 14 days from.
Has he already waived? He's already waived? Okay,
Yes,
so we'll
it's on Friday.
we'll keep your waiver for now. And then if they don't come get you within the 14 days, we will release you. But do you have any indication as to whether they want him?
They didn't come from me in Brazoria, not even a month ago.
We can reach out, especially since there's two different counties. I mean, we send out the notices the day we confirm. So today, the fact that he's keeping the waiver, we should know by this afternoon, at latest tomorrow morning. So, I mean, because also simultaneously, if you were to bond out and
You got to understand though, is that even if they don't come get you and we release you, those warrants will forever remain active until you go take care of them. So every single time you step out there, you're going to come here, do another 4 to 2 weeks, every single time.
I just wanted to pay Harris County because they promised me, the judge told me that when I'm done paying,
You need to go to Ohio as soon as possible to take care of those things. At the
Just
very minimum.
Sorry,
This
Judge.
is a
No, it's
critical
my fault.
legal moment.
From what I'm being
Probable
told,
cause
Mr.
doesn't mean
Zipper was not
guilt.
able
It
to
simply
go to
means the
Ohio
judge
because of
believes
probation
there's enough
conditions
evidence to
to
keep the
take
case
care of the
alive.
warrant. So that's
A
why
lot
he's
of
in
people
this
hear this
condition
and
today.
panic.
I got
but
it.
this is
I
actually
got to
just the
imagine that
starting
if he
line,
asked
not
his
the
probation
finish.
officer, hey man, I got to
Here's
go
the
take care of
real
this warrant,
question. If
and
you
they go
were
ask the
planning
judge,
to leave the
then
country,
perhaps that they would
would you
give him.
even risk
But,
letting a case
you know,
get
my
this far?
main, I'm gonna try to see if she can. Are we doing what? Are we doing a probation?
Probation, correct. 18 months though, because of that.
Yeah. Will you remind me the last name again, please?
What?
The last name again?
Studios. Raul.
That's it, Raul. So, Mr. Castillo, you're charged with a total of 3 cases. You're charged with a felony theft of a firearm, DWI. Shh. And then you're also charged with
Possession, I think.
possession of a controlled substance with us.
Xanax, I believe.
I want you to understand that this DWI is going to go on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life. Anytime you get pulled over, officers will see your record, which is not that good. And I'm going to tell you, every time you get pulled over, no matter what you're doing, no matter where you're going, no matter who you're with, they're going to harass you because of your record. The record speaks for itself. And they're going to, no matter if you are coming from church and you're dressed to the bells to the 9. It don't matter. They're still going to mess with you. Do you understand? So don't give them the opportunity. If you want to drink, if you want to go smoke, if you want to do this, just don't get into a car. How much money have you spent over the course of the last 10 years on all these cases that you've had when literally $20 clicking one button, maybe 30 can take you wherever you want to go. I'm going out on a date with my wife this Friday. I haven't gone out on a date in months, but I'm going to take an Uber because I want to drink like a fish. But I'm going to do it the right way. And that's taking an Uber, right? It's the responsible way. As much as I would prefer to drive, I know that officers hand out DWIs like it's candy on Halloween. So it's easier for me. That's the way you do it. That's the responsible way of acting. You understand? And you got to understand from now on, you ever pick up any more cases, whatever it may be, it's a minimum of 90 days in jail. And on a DWI, it's a minimum of 30 at least. And then with your other priors, they're kicking up to 90 days. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. You understand? Shh. As part of the agreement, they're going to dismiss the theft of the firearm, the possession of a controlled substance. As part of the agreement, that gun will also be confiscated as well. You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, you can never change this or undo this. It will go on your record. It will be there forever. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. You can never change this. You understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? I will find you guilty. I will sentence you to 180 days in jail. However, I will probate that for 18 months. You will do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill those. You must do thinking for a change, which is a class. You must do a DWI education class. This is a first, right? Have you confirmed that it's true first? Alex, please. 2 victim impact panels. No breath test refusal, meaning that if you're pulled over in a car and an officer asks you to submit to a breath test, you must do it. If you don't, you're in violation of this probation. No drugs, alcohol, guardian interlock, and a $100 one-time donation to Mothers Against Drug Driving. What do you do for a living, Mr. Castillo?
Self-employed as a landscaper.
How much money do you make a month?
Anywhere from 2,000 to 2,500.
Who do you support in this life?
That's myself right now, and I'm actually trying to help my dad. My father, I live with him.
His dad's here.
Say it again?
His dad's here with him, and he works with his dad.
Okay, I'm gonna do you somewhat of a favor. I'm gonna roll your court costs, but there is a DPS fine and fee that you're gonna be required to pay. We will give you 2 years to pay it. But you got to understand, if you don't pay it, there's jail time that comes along with it. I mean, it's going to end up being maybe like $75 to $100 a month, but you got to pay it. All right. So I wish you the best of luck. Make this thing work. If you don't, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest and I'm going to put you in custody. You're looking at an entire 180-day sentence. Do you understand? Do you have a Texas driver license?
No, I do not.
Okay. We need to make sure that he gets a license as well. Okay. You need a license, man. If you're a landscaper, you gotta, don't drive. I'm making it a condition of your bond that you're not to drive until you get your Texas driver license. I want that done within 60 days. Yeah, it's within 60 days, you must get your driver license. I want you today to go there to start doing what you can to get it. I'm not gonna suspend your license here. Do you know what happened on the LR suspension?
I don't think he has a license, so.
Can you run his license real quick?
I'll see if.
Yeah, it was 4 years ago, the arrest, so.
Yeah, it's not a 2-year agreement plan because it's been.
Okay. Okay.
Is that the new surcharge?
So George, you give this to your client, will you? This is the driver's license division for DPS. This is who you need to call to figure out how to get your license back. You call them in the morning and say, hey, this is me. I need to get my license. What do I need to do? Because it's been so long, you're going to have to take the driver's test. You're going to have to take the written test. When you call them, you call at 7 in the morning. Don't call at 9. Don't call at 1. Don't call at 2. Don't call at 7:02 because you're not going to get through. Those lines are so busy. You got to call right when the phone line's open, and that's at 7.
7 o'clock.
And you'll get through.
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Make it work, okay?
Thank you.
Good job, Mr. Rayo.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
Your Honor, Mr. Alexander is here. And I think.
That Mr. Alexander over there?
Yes, back
Come up,
up.
Mr. Alexander. Is that mom?
Yes.
Mom, come up. Why are you running, man? Nothing good happens when you run. You know that he picked up a new case.
No, he didn't pick up a new case. The case that you have precedes this case, and all of it is in conjunction with this case. It is the same.
I believe the case, I don't know if it's filed or not.
Same set of facts?
It is not
Yes.
the same set of facts, but it predates this case.
It involves the same complainants.
Right.
Or the same family, not the
Right.
specific.
Oh, I remember. It's right.
Offense
It's the
date is
family and
August
it's
first, allegedly. So it's not like he violated his
Okay.
bond. I just want to get
Good.
that clear.
So I'm not gonna do anything to your bond. Just, you gotta be careful, man, you know? The thing is that they're gonna issue a warrant at any time. You guys have to be careful. Do you know when have they, has Michael told
Your Honor,
you?
I've kind of let my client, I saw this come up a month ago or so, and it just has never, it's still been in the same kind of not signed status. So
We had this exact same situation happen earlier this morning as well. And with that case, they're taking it to the grand jury tomorrow. Hopefully we can get that done with this case so that you guys can get notice of when it's going to happen, because what you don't want to happen is at some point them issuing a warrant and you guys are in a very bad position when that warrant hits, like you're out of town and they take him in custody when you're in Louisiana or wherever it may be, because then it's just going to be a complete and utter disaster. So the quicker you guys take care of this, the better it is while you're here.
And Your Honor, I'm not, the state doesn't really want to do anything with this case. And
Yeah, I get it. I understand.
I just would like a reset and.
I know, but I want him to work out the case upstairs too.
I understand.
At his best.
I understand.
Michael,
Yes, Judge.
can you look at Mr. Alexander?
Yes, I can.
The exact situation about the warrant not being signed, we have another one of those right here now.
Right.
With that case, they're taking it to the grand jury tomorrow. Can that happen with this case? Do you know? So that we can all take care of this at one time? I'm trying to prevent them signing it at a later date when they don't know about it, and then it just exploding.
I can check for him too. If he texts me, I'll check and see.
You're gonna do that on a daily basis? That's like,
I'd have to get the felony prosecutor to agree to get an urgent date. The grand jury would have to agree to give the prosecutor an urgent date to get the case indicted. So I'm not sure at this point. I can send them an email and say that you're requesting that.
I mean, you don't do that.
Okay.
Just,
It is what it is, Your Honor. I don't know.
You just got to be on the lookout. You know, what I would do is probably call a bonding company and let them know, hey, this is my son. Can you just be on the lookout for when it hits and just let us know?
And I'm able to look it up online as well. I mean, it's public information. I see the same.
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, you have to be on a daily basis looking, I'm glad you came.
I think it is taking a toll on him, Your Honor. So I appreciate the court working with us.
I mean, you've done nothing wrong to this point. There's no need to punish when you've done nothing wrong. The best thing you can do is just stay out of trouble.
And he's doing that. He's doing that.
Has he gotten a job or doing anything now? Or
He started the GED program.
great.
He started counseling, so he is doing what you asked him to do. He is doing what I've asked him to do.
How do you
there's a
feel?
healthy level of anxiety associated.
It's natural. How do you feel? Are you doing well with the classes? Have you been doing it really? In this life, if you put your heart into it, you can achieve anything. That's what's so great about this place. Really. Just you put your heart, soul into anything can happen. Really. That's what this life is about. Making a lot of money and having a lot of knowledge, Mr. Alexander. And it starts in school, in high school. Okay. We'll let you guys go. Just be on the lookout. Your appearance is waived. You guys don't have to come. Just stay in touch with Mr. Elick and he'll tell you how we go further.
That's why he is required today.
Oh, did we send him for a test?
No, Your Honor. I think he just came, so I don't think.
Yeah, I'd like to send you for a test. I want to make sure you're not using any drugs. Okay. Just hang tight for me now. We'll send you for a test and then, we'll set you off now. If something comes back and hopefully it doesn't, if it's clean, then we'll set you off or whatever it is. If it's dirty, well, I guess we'll have to deal with it at that point. I hope he's not using, we just don't want you to smoke marijuana. That's it. Okay. All right, guys.
So we'll hold off on getting
this right now.
Okay.
No, I want to make sure he's not smoking marijuana. Yeah. Okay,
Is it
Thank
okay
you.
if I hand you something? It's just a business card.
yeah, you can give it to Stephen, sure.
Thank you. Come on.
Thank you, ma'am. Jose Salinas.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Salinas, you're charged with assault of a family member. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they are offering you 45 days in jail with credit for the 7 days that you have done. Is this how you understand the agreement?
Yes, sir.
You need to understand that there is an affirmative finding of family violence. What that means is that if you ever pick up another assault of a family member like this, you will be facing a third-degree felony. You can be looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. And when I mean an assault, it doesn't have to be a drag down, beat down where someone is bleeding. All you have to do is squeeze someone's arm where it hurts a little bit. That can now get you charged with a very serious felony offense. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You can never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this agreement as well. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. You can never take it off. You can never change this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
This is what you want to do.
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of assault of a family member? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, sentence you to it. Good luck to you, Mr. Salinas. Thank you, Carlos. So the initial bond violation report was filed November 15th of 2024. And the reason was because he was selected to go take a drug and alcohol test on November 11th. He failed to report to do the tests. So he came here yesterday. We had him take a test and he tested positive for alcohol. I ordered you to do one thing. What did I order you not to do? What did I order you not to do?
Not to drug, Your Honor. Not to do drugs. Yes, Your Honor.
There's no excuse. Goes with you.
Could we have a bond on this bond?
Sure. I set the bond at, I was going to set the bond at 5,001.
All right, good. Thank you, Your Honor. Well, people don't, some people don't learn.
So if he does, or when he does bond out, we can talk about further modifications, putting some kind of monitor on him so we know that he's not using.
Well, when he gets out, I'll have him come in.
Yeah, he has to come back. Right.
All right, sure. Thank you.
Thanks, Ron. Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
No, it's, yeah, 5,001. Mr. Harris, hey.
See you.
How are you, man?
Johnson on the docket this morning, and also I'm starting the trial in about maybe 20 or 30 minutes.
Yeah, I saw your other half over here. What are y'all doing?
It bothers me that he gets to wear the hat and I don't get to wear it.
And the bottle, right?
But no, it's a DWI trial in court. Yeah.
Okay.
And so,
We have Tammy Johnson?
yes.
What are we doing with Miss Johnson?
Well, it's an old case. I got appointed Friday and we
Okay.
were until today. She's not in custody, but she's here. And
she tested positive.
No, this was a case that had been outstanding for a while. You gave her a second chance and set a PR bond. But she is here.
Right, we asked her not to use.
And I've got good contact with her and, but she's here and.
Come up, ma'am.
Get the discovery in the case and and had a chance to do a kind of cursory review. I think the state has done some vetting of it as well, but we're
Is
just,
she PTI eligible? Do you know?
well, probably would be, but I haven't had a chance to get that far. It's just been a
Okay,
handful of
so,
days.
but understand I'm keeping it on a very short leash because it's 500 days old.
No, Judge, and
So-
as diligent as possible. So,
Please. I'm giving you a chance. You're out in the free world. Most people at this, they wouldn't do it. I would just keep them locked up, you know? He's convinced me to let you out. Make the best of it, you know? Don't use. The only thing I'm asking you to do, don't use alcohol, don't use illegal drugs. And I'm going to test you like crazy. I'm telling you that now. I just took in 2 seconds ago, someone into jail because they're drinking alcohol. No means no. No from any source. I don't care what it is. Now, your case, like I said, it's very old. It's time to get on it. So I'm going to give you guys one setting. You need to find out what you want to do. At the next setting, you got to come back. I'm going to give you 30 days, but you got to come back and you have to let me know what you want to do. You must either accept a plea bargain from the state. If you want to apply for the diversion program, you must have the packet done by the next 30 days. Mr. Garris can tell you what that entails, but that is a program that if you're granted entry into and you complete it successfully, the DWI gets dismissed. But you have to apply and then you have to take an evaluation. You got 30 days. Don't use. Do you have a Texas driver license? You're not allowed to drive. The worst possible thing you can do with this short life is get into a car and drive, Ms. Johnson. You already have this affidavit not to drive, so understand that, all right? Okay, guys. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So she needs to leave. She cannot leave because I need her to sign pretrial bond conditions because I don't think that we've done that. So just get the date. We'll give her the reset. Unfortunately,
Step away. No more.
she had to take off to the 2:30 to help out. So, but we'll have her back at some point. We'll do the conditions then. Okay. Good luck with your trial. Hey,
All right, y'all just.
come up, Mr. Cormier.
Coordinator to come out. So when she comes out.
I think we got some clarity on everything. I don't know if this.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.